everybody, it's Sarah and welcome back to the Scrappery. I thought I would do a quick revisitation of my daughter's birthday album that I started with the Lilly Kits. I really wanted to get it finished. There was so much in these kits that I knew I could get the whole thing done. So you are going to watch me work on several pages. I basically just turned my camera on and got as much done as I possibly could. I am using my Easy Runner Grand, which is the adhesive that I would recommend the most if you're going to have these open pages that aren't in page protectors. It is very, very sticky adhesive. It goes on pretty quick, and refills at Hobby Lobby are only about $6 if you use your 40% off coupon, and you get a ton in those refills. And it really never gums up on me. There is the odd surface it just won't work on. Like sometimes raw chipboard, the back of that, it won't work, but a lot of other things it definitely will work on. So I absolutely recommend that Easy Runner Grand, and it never gets like bungled up like I see some people's, those great big Scotch 3M runners that there's like endless YouTube videos on how to fix them and rethread them and do all sorts of stuff to them, and they're very expensive. And I think the price point on one of those brand new is about $20. So if you use a 40% off coupon, you're talking about $13 out of pocket. So not too bad. So anyhow, back to what I am working on. What I did was I just took all my pictures and paper clips, and I simply paper clipped all of them in place to where I wanted them to go. And then I grabbed kind of my leftover offcuts from the kit, and then I also have some offcuts of the Cute Girl collection from Crepe Paper because I kind of wanted to mix them together. And I just kind of scrapped by color. So the 4 or 5 main colors that are in that background paper, teal, yellow, pink, and blue and green, I just grabbed embellishments and paper that are all those same colors and kind of stick it all together. Really no rhyme or reason. I wanted this almost to be like a junk journal. So I just grabbed a tag from the Cute Girl collection, and I've had just a pen from Allie Edwards that I kind of wrote my journaling on there, and I used a little bit of Easy Runner Grand and another paper clip. And then I am going to use my StazOn and my Becky Higgins roller date stamper just to stamp the date on there. My oldest daughter's birthday was the 30th of January, and my youngest is the 27th, and this is from 2016. We just celebrated their birthdays again last month, which is 2017, so yes, I'm a full year behind on getting a birthday album made for them, which I usually don't do every year, but since their birthdays are so close, we usually do a lot of activities for their birthday. We usually pack a lot of fun stuff into a week. So there is a piece from the cut apart sheet from Cute Girl, and I just ran that through my sewing machine with some gold thread, and I'm going to add some tiny word stickers from the kit and from Cute Girl, because like I said, I like how well these two collections really work together. They looked really good together. And then there I had already stuck on a wood veneer piece using my Easy Runner Grand to that 3x4 card, and I just wanted to add a little bit more interest to that, so I'm just throwing it through my machine once again with gold thread. And then I'm going to add probably some hearts or something else to that one. A lot of puffy stickers came in that Cute Girl collection. It might be hard to get all those used up. Okay, now we are flipping the page. This is another Becky Higgins page protector. I think it's like design 1 or design E or something like that. So it is 4 3x4s. And once again, I'm just grabbing my Allie Edwards pen and I'm doing a little handwritten journaling. I did get a new typewriter, the We Are Memory Keepers one, and I will be doing a review on that shortly. So far it's working great. I just wanted to get a little bit of my actual handwriting because I think my girls might look forward to seeing that in the future. Like, oh, there's mom's actual handwriting instead of just typewriting stuff. Then I'm going to use some of the stickers from the Lilly Kit and some enamel dots from my stash because I whipped right through those enamel dots from the kit because I love using enamel dots on everything. And this was a layout I had made in the previous video, but I didn't get all the way through it. I did add one of the rubber charms from Cute Girl kind of to the middle there near the cupcake, and I used my red tape, like the American Crafts red tape for that because that is really sticky, even stickier than the Easy Runner Grand, and I get worried that those kind of heavier pieces are going to fall off. So here we are on another page. This is the back of that black and white scallop, and then I've just got 2 other papers that are going to complement that, which the pink one is from the Lilly Kit, the green one is from Cute Girl. And this was a 5x7 picture of my girls as we were walking into the Mall of America that day. One of the days my daughter decided that she wanted to go do mini golf at the mall and have lunch. So that was what we did, and I'm just going to add some ephemera, and then this is one of the beautiful chipboard pieces from the kit that I actually used my heat gun with, and some, I think it was teal embossing powder that I just embossed that with, and I did do 2 coats because that chipboard really does suck up the embossing powder. And I also did some kind of a hot pink color too. And then I'm just going to add some enamel dots, and I'm looking for a tag because I want to add a little bit more journaling. And some stickers from the Lilly Kit. And a flower, and like I said, I try to scrap by color, so there's yellow and teal and gold kind of at the bottom, and then there's going to be yellow and teal and gold kind of at the top there. And then that other page I made on the previous video. And then I'm going to start working on this one. That is a 4x6 of my oldest daughter. And then just above her are some cupcakes that my mom had brought over earlier in the day. They are from a bakery in Woodbury called Nadia Cakes. She has actually been on the Food Network. And they are absolutely gorgeous. They're about $4.25 a piece, and they give me a terrible stomach ache. I think whatever the frosting is, it's like solid butter, and it's just too much for me. And they're gorgeous, and my kids love them. And I was very appreciative that my mom brought them over, but they're probably the only baked good that is safe in the house with me, because I can't do it. And they're just so gorgeous, but the girls absolutely enjoyed them, so that was all that matters. So now I backed that paper with that picture with some black and some pink, just in odd sizes. And as you notice, I'm not even using my purple cow trimmer. I'm just kind of doing it not wonky or haphazardly, but I'm not worrying that everything is super straight, because that's really not the look that I'm going for. Now I'm using these gorgeous Amy Tan thickers that came in the kit just to spell out mini golf, because that's what we did. I added a puffy sticker butterfly and then just a regular sticker butterfly. And then one of the pieces of the ephemera from the Lilly Kit was like documented on, or something where you could just add the handwritten date. So that's what I added on there. And then once again, just some more enamel dots. And then I do have some of those gorgeous Kaisercraft gemstones in rose. Those are my absolute favorite color ever. And here we are on another page. This was more mini golf, and then the rides, because the center of the Mall of America is all like thrill rides, and you got kind of a really good view from one of the holes of all the rides. We did not ride rides that day. We usually do that for their birthday, but we didn't do it that year. But this year we did, so you'll be seeing lots of pictures of me soon doing pictures of my girls on, there's all sorts of rides. There's a log chute, and there's, oh boy, tons and tons of rides in the middle of the mall. It's really awesome. So now I grabbed one of those chipboard frames from the kit, and I put that around. It says Moose Mountain. That is the name of the mini golf at the mall. And then I got the word love from the puffy sticker sheet from Cute Girl, and then I added sweet from the puffy sticker sheet from the kit. And then also in the ephemera pack from the Lilly Kits, there was a tag, and it kind of had lines on it, so I thought that would be really good to add my journaling on. So I'm just going to do a little bit more handwritten journaling there. The page next to this, I added some of the exclusive sequin mix, and then I sewed it shut with my sewing machine using some gold thread. And then the pocket next to that is a gold and acetate 3x4 that I got really, really cheap at Michael's. It was a 12x12 cut apart sheet. And there's one of those beautiful wood veneers. It's like a party hat, and I'm going to use my good old Easy Runner Grand. I put like 3 strips of that on there, and that's definitely strong enough to hold a wood veneer on without being in a page protector. And I was a little undecided what to do with that bottom 4x6, so I kind of just went past it, because I didn't have any more 4x6 pictures, and I didn't want to pause to print any out or anything. So I'm just going to kind of keep going a little bit. I think I decide on, oh yeah, I sewed on that in one of my Lilly Kit videos and my sewing machine just went wacky. So I did manage to re-sew around that. That is from the cut apart sheet from the kit. So I am going to sew a nice border around that and pop that in where that acetate card was. And for a while I toyed around with just putting that wood veneer heart in the pocket and calling it done, which I still might go back and do. We'll see. And then I also thought about filling it with some of the vellum pieces from the kit. There is a tassel that I added onto that gold paper clip. That was from the Cute Girl collection. And I thought about sewing the cute girl thing in there, but then you couldn't, or sweet girl, but then you couldn't really see it against the black and white picture of my daughter. That's my youngest daughter. And above her is the picture of a cupcake that she picked out for her birthday, because their actual birthdays fell on school days, so we didn't really do much. Luckily, my youngest daughter that year was in preschool, so after preschool, my mom and I took her out to the mall, and she picked out some goodies at American Girl, and then on the way home, we stopped at a big grocery store, and she picked out a decorated single cupcake that she had after dinner that night, because you know, it's just a school night and you can't really do a whole lot. But then, like I said, that weekend was pretty packed full of activities. There I grabbed 3 pieces of different colored cardstock, and I just ran it through my sewing machine 3 times just to add a little bit of stitching detail. And I'm going to add that gorgeous You Are My Happy. That's a die cut that came in the Lilly Kits, and those colors match perfectly the colors in the kit, but those are actually from Dear Lizzie. And I just used a little bit of Tombow Mono multi-adhesive to get that to stick on. And then I added a couple of little word stickers, one from Cute Girl and one from the kit. And then I added a puffy sticker from the kit and more enamel dots and gems. And this is going to be about the end of it. You're going to see me get through a little bit of this, and then that will be it for this video. I think I could probably squeak out one more video because I do have probably 6 or 8 pages that I have stuck pictures either in or on. And I can do one more video with the supplies that I have left from the kit because, like I said, there are a lot that came in this kit. Here I just grabbed a piece of wood kind of patterned paper, and then there was a big G for Girl die cut that came in the Cute Girl pack and some acetate. So I just used my tiny attacher to adhere that acetate piece to that big die cut, and then I stuck on that Make-A-Wish button that came in the kit. And then I'm just going to add some more enamel dots and gems. And now you're going to see a bunch of close-ups of the layouts that I got completed in my video. My memory card only holds about an hour, so what you were watching was actually about an hour of work. And I just, like I said, hit record, and you guys just kind of got to see live what I actually did. I didn't really pre-plan anything other than sticking pictures on the pages to kind of go in order of what really happened. So thank you so much, ladies. I hope you enjoyed everything you saw, and by next week I should definitely have my new kits. I can't wait for them. Thanks, ladies. Bye.